Have you ever wondered if something as innocent as a handful of nuts could secretly be harming your health? It may sound hard to believe. After all, aren't nuts supposed to be good for you? Well, here's the shocking part. Recent studies show that regularly eating the wrong kind of nuts could increase your risk of heart disease, kidney damage, cognitive decline, and even cancer by up to 48%. And for seniors over the age of 60, this risk becomes even more dangerous. Why? Because the older we get, the more sensitive our bodies become to hidden toxins, inflammatory triggers, and digestive complications from certain foods. And guess what? Many of these dangerous nuts are likely already sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. You might even be eating them daily, thinking they're helping your heart, your brain, or your energy. But the truth is, some of them are slowly sabotaging your health without you realizing it. Even worse, one specific nut, often recommended by low-carb diets, has been directly linked to brain fog, kidney strain, and liver stress, all because of a naturally occurring chemical that builds up in your body over time. And seniors with already slowing detoxification systems are particularly at risk. But before you panic and start throwing away your trail mix, stay with me, because this video isn't just about the dangers. I'm going to walk you through exactly which nuts to avoid, which nuts you should be eating, and how to make smarter choices starting today. What you'll learn, this is the most thorough senior focused guide to nut consumption you will find. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect your heart, sharpen your memory, and improve your digestion simply by changing the nuts you eat. So don't skip, don't leave, and don't miss a single word. I guarantee you'll learn something today that could improve your life or even save it. I am here on Senior Healthcare. We share expert-backed tips for living a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life after 60. If that matters to you, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss life-changing information like this. And as you're watching, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your location in the comments below and share your thoughts with us as we go along. Now, let's begin with the good news. First, the 4 healthiest nuts seniors should eat. And then later in this, the 4 healthiest nuts video, I'll reveal the 4 nuts you must avoid if you care about your heart, your brain, your weight, or your longevity. Make sure you stay with me until the very end, because the last nut on the list might truly shock you. Let's get started. The 4 healthiest nuts for seniors over 61. Almonds, the bone and heart powerhouse. Let's start with a familiar friend, almonds. Now, why are almonds so important for seniors? As we age, our bones naturally become weaker and more brittle, especially after the age of 65. That means something as simple as a trip or a fall could easily turn into a serious fracture, hospitalization, or worse. But here's where almonds come to the rescue. Just a small handful of almonds, about a /4 cup, delivers almost 100 milligrams of calcium. And not just calcium. Almonds are also packed with magnesium, a mineral that works like a personal escort, guiding calcium into your bones, where it belongs instead of letting it get stuck in your arteries. Did you know that many older adults have magnesium deficiency and don't even realize it? Almonds, that deficiency could be part of the reason behind common senior problems, like muscle cramps, constipation, and irregular heart rhythms. Almonds help solve that. And that's not all. Almonds are rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, the kind of fat that actually lowers bad LDL cholesterol and protects your arteries from dangerous blockages. But here's a hidden benefit many people don't know. Almonds may protect your brain as well. Research from Tufts University shows that almonds can shield brain cells from oxidative stress, one are the leading contributors to age. Related memory decline. If you're worried about Alzheimer's, dementia, or even just normal forgetfulness, eating almonds every day may provide natural protection. So, how should seniors eat almonds? Simple. 15 to 20 almonds per day, preferably raw or dry roasted with no added salt. And here's a critical tip. Eat them with the skin on. Why? Because almond skins are rich in flavonoids that double the antioxidant power when combined with their natural vitamin E content. But one word of caution. Almonds can be a choking hazard for seniors with swallowing difficulties. Always chew them thoroughly and, if needed, chop them into smaller pieces or soak them in water overnight to soften them. Almonds for stronger bones, healthier hearts, sharper minds, and better digestion. It's a win all around. Do you eat almonds already? Let me know in the comments, raw or roasted. But we're just getting started. Let's move walnuts onto one of the most powerful brain foods for seniors. 2. Walnuts, the brain-boosting champion. If there's one nut you should be eating daily to protect your brain, it's walnuts. Have you ever noticed that a walnut looks like a tiny brain? That's not just a fun coincidence. Walnuts are loaded with alpha-linolenic acid, YLA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid essential for brain health. Why does that matter to you as a senior? Because omega-3s are like the oil in an engine. They keep your brain's electrical signals firing smoothly, prevent inflammation, and protect memory centers in your brain from degeneration. A major study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that seniors who ate just 1.50 of walnuts daily for 8 weeks experienced noticeable improvements in cognitive flexibility and mental speed. Translation: you'll be sharper, faster, and better at remembering names, appointments, and even where you put your keys. Walnuts are also packed with unique polyphenol that help reduce inflammation inside the brain, the very inflammation linked to conditions like Alzheimer's and dementia. But there's more. Walnuts naturally contain melatonin, the hormone responsible for healthy sleep, and as we get older, our bodies produce less melatonin, which is why so many seniors struggle with insomnia or restless nights. Try this. Eat a small handful of walnuts in the evening, about 7 to 9 halves, and see if your sleep improves. And remember, keep walnuts in the fridge to protect their delicate oils from going rancid. Plus, walnuts support heart health by supplying arginine, an amino acid that keeps your blood vessels flexible. That's a big deal for seniors taking blood pressure or cholesterol medications. So, if you want to think better, sleep better, and protect your heart at the same time, walnuts deserve a permanent place in your daily routine. Are you someone who likes the slightly bitter flavor of walnuts, or do you avoid them because of it? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Now, let's move to a nut that doesn't get enough attention, but should. Pistachio. 3. Pistachios, the secret weapon for blood pressure and vision. Pistachios might just be the most underrated nut when it comes to senior health. Why? Because they help in 2 critical areas: blood pressure regulation and vision protection. First, blood pressure. Did you know that 1 ounce of pistachios contains almost 300 mg of potassium? Potassium helps balance sodium levels, which lowers blood pressure naturally, without the side effects of medication. Studies show that regular pistachio consumption can lower systolic blood pressure by up to 5 points. That's enough to take someone from high blood pressure into the normal range in some cases. But here's something even more important for seniors. Pistachios are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that directly protect the macula of your eye. Age-related macular degeneration, AMD, is the leading cause of vision loss in people over 60. Protecting your vision means protecting your independence, and pistachios can help. They also come with another hidden bonus. They're gentle on your teeth, while harder nuts can cause problems for seniors with sensitive teeth. Pistachios have a softer crunch that's easier to chew. Want another pro tip? Buy them in the shell. Why? Shelling slows down how quickly you eat, preventing overeating. Plus, seeing a pile of empty shells gives you a visual cue of how much you've already had. A great trick for Brazil nuts. Seniors watching their weight. Aim for about 49 pistachios per day, unsalted or lightly salted, and enjoy a snack that supports your blood pressure, your eyes, and your waistline. Still with me? We've got one more superstar nut for seniors before we get to the dangerous ones you need to stop eating today. For Brazil nuts, the thyroid and anti-aging miracle. Next up, Brazil nuts, possibly the most powerful nut for thyroid support in aging adults. Stay with me here because this is important. Many seniors have undiagnosed thyroid problems, fatigue, weight gain, depression, feeling cold all the time. These symptoms are often blamed on just getting older, but they can also be signs of thyroid dysfunction. Brazil nuts are the richest food source of selenium on the planet. Just one Brazil nut contains your full daily requirement of selenium, a mineral critical for thyroid hormone activation. But the benefits go further. Selenium from Brazil nuts is also linked to improved mood, better energy levels, and stronger immune function. Plus, selenium plays a role in protecting your DNA, which may even help slow down the aging process on a cellular level. But here's a warning. Brazil nuts are so potent, you should only eat one or two per day. Too much selenium can actually be harmful for seniors. Brazil nuts offer a creamy, satisfying texture. That's also helpful for digestion due to their fiber and natural oils. Just remember, buy them in the shell when possible. Store them in the refrigerator and enjoy them as a special nutritious treat rather than a regular snack. Now that you know the 4 healthiest nuts for seniors, it's time for part of this video you cannot miss. The 4 nuts that could be silently damaging your body every single day. And I promise the last one on this list might truly shock you. Stay with me. Peanuts. 4 dangerous nuts seniors should avoid after 60 because not all nuts are created equal. Some nuts can slowly erode your health, especially as you get older. Even though they might be popular, affordable, or even labeled as healthy by some people, these nuts can increase inflammation in your body, spike your blood sugar dangerously high, damage your liver and kidneys with hidden toxins, and even interfere with medications your doctor may have prescribed. It's time to reveal the 4 nuts seniors should avoid or consume sparingly. And remember, the last one is rarely talked about, but it might be the most dangerous of all. Peanuts, the silent inflammation trigger. This might surprise you. Peanuts are actually legumes, meaning they grow underground, like beans and peas. And that's where the trouble starts. Because peanuts grow underground, they are prone to contamination by aflatoxins, toxic mold, compounds produced by fungi. These aflatoxins have been linked to liver damage, immune suppression, and even cancer. But here's what's worse for seniors. As we age, our body's ability to detoxify naturally slows down. That means toxins like aflatoxins may accumulate more easily in older adults than in younger people. Peanuts also contain a very high ratio of omega-6 fats compared to omega-3s. Why is that bad? Omega-6 fats promote inflammation while omega-3s calm it down. Most Americans already consume too many omega-6 fats, and peanuts just make that imbalance worse. And don't forget, peanuts can cause hidden allergic or inflammatory reactions in people who may not even realize it. Mild symptoms like joint pain, bloating, or fatigue could be related to regular peanut consumption. Now, let's talk about medications. Did you know that peanuts contain vitamin K, which can interact with peanut butter, blood-thinning medications like warfarin? Seniors taking anticoagulants need to be careful because this interaction can increase the risk of dangerous blood clots or uncontrolled bleeding. What about peanut butter? Unfortunately, most commercial peanut butters are loaded with added sugars, salt, and hydrogenated oils, making them a recipe for weight gain, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Even natural peanut butter can be risky due to the aflatoxin contamination. Risk if you've been eating peanuts for years without noticing any problems. You may think this doesn't apply to you, but over time, the cumulative effects of aflatoxins and inflammation can build up silently. If you're serious about protecting your heart, joints, liver, and brain, start replacing peanuts with almonds or walnuts immediately. Are you someone who's been eating peanuts regularly? Let me know your experience in the comments. I want to hear your story. But peanuts aren't the only concern. Let's move on to another nut with hidden dangers. 2 cashews, the hidden sugar. Spike, I know what you're thinking. Cashews are delicious, and you're right. They're creamy, slightly sweet, and incredibly satisfying. But here's the problem. Cashews are not as healthy for seniors as most people think. Why? Cashews have a very high carbohydrate content for a nut. In fact, they have about 9 g of carbs per ounce, much higher than almonds or walnuts. And for seniors, blood sugar control becomes more difficult with age. If you're over 60, you need to know this. About 25% of adults your age have diabetes, and nearly half have prediabetes. That means eating too many cashews can easily spike your blood sugar, leading to energy crashes, weight gain, and increased risk of diabetes-related complications. But that's not all. Cashews are also high in oxalates, natural compounds that can bind to calcium in your intestines, reducing calcium absorption. Why is that bad? Because reduced calcium absorption increases your risk of osteoporosis and fractures. And it gets worse. Cashews can contribute to kidney stone formation, especially for people already prone to them, which is often the case in people over 60. Plus, many commercial cashews are overly salted, oil roasted, and may contain added preservatives that can worsen high blood pressure and digestive problems. And there's a hidden danger most people never talk about. Cashews naturally contain uracil, the same toxic compound found in poison ivy. Commercial processing removes most of it, but traces can remain. This is why some sensitive people develop itchy skin or rashes after eating cashews. Cashews might seem innocent, but they're not the senior-friendly snack they appear to be. If you love creamy, satisfying nuts, try switching to almonds or pistachios instead. You'll get more fiber, fewer sugars, and a much better impact on your blood sugar and bones. Do you eat cashews regularly? Drop a comment and let me know how they affect you. Now, brace yourself because the next nut is a calorie bomb that's sabotaging many seniors' health goals. 3. Macadamia nuts. The hidden weight gain risk. Macadamia nuts. They taste rich, buttery, decadent, but unfortunately for seniors, macadamia can be a metabolic nightmare. Here's why. Macadamias are the highest calorie nut on the market. Just 1 ounce has nearly 200 calories and a whopping 22 g of fat. Now, fat isn't the enemy, but excess calories combined with slowing metabolism is a recipe for gradual sneaky weight gain in seniors. Even a small handful of macadamia nuts can add hundreds of calories to your daily intake without filling you up. And for older adults, losing weight gets harder because muscle mass naturally decreases and metabolism slows down every year. But that's not the only problem. Macadamias are very high in saturated fat, about 3 g per ounce. And while moderate saturated fat isn't harmful for everyone, many seniors already struggle with elevated LDL, bad cholesterol. Eating large amounts of macadamia could push those numbers even higher. But here's something most people miss. Macadamia nuts are extremely dense and hard. That's a real issue for seniors with dental problems, bridges, crowns, or weakened enamel. Cracking a molar on a macadamia nut is a risk most seniors shouldn't take. And one more hidden problem. Macadamias go rancid quickly if not stored properly. Rancid nuts create free radicals in your body which accelerate aging, damage your cells, and may increase your cancer risk. Over time, for seniors watching their weight, cholesterol or dental health, macadamia should only be eaten occasionally, if at all. If you've been snacking on macadamia, thinking they're heart healthy, switch to pistachios or walnuts instead. Your body will thank you. But the worst nut of all for seniors is still coming. Up next, for pine nuts, the dangerous medication disruptor. I save the most shocking for last. Pine nuts. Pine nuts are often added to salads, pasta, and especially pesto sauce. They seem harmless enough, right? But for seniors, pine nuts carry several hidden dangers. First, pine nuts can interfere with over 60% of the most common medications prescribed to seniors. Did you know that compounds in pine nuts can reduce the effectiveness of blood pressure medications, statins for cholesterol, and certain antidepressants? And yet, most doctors never warn patients about this food-drug interaction. But it gets worse. There's something called pine mouth syndrome, a strange condition where eating pine nuts causes bitter, metallic taste in your mouth that can last for weeks. For seniors, that might sound annoying, but it can lead to reduced appetite, unintentional weight loss, and nutritional deficiencies. And here's another serious concern for older adults. Pine nuts contain polyunsaturated fats that can oxidize quickly, creating inflammatory compounds. Seniors already dealing with arthritis or chronic inflammation should absolutely be cautious about eating oxidized oils. Even worse, pine nuts are small, slippery, and difficult to chew thoroughly. This makes them a choking risk for seniors with swallowing difficulties or dry mouth, a side effect of many common medications. And finally, new research suggests that some varieties of pine nuts may contain compounds that accelerate macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in seniors. With all these risks combined, pine nuts may be the worst choice for people over 60. What should you use in place of pine nuts for things like pesto? Try sunflower seeds or walnuts instead. They offer similar texture with far fewer risks. If you've ever experienced that metallic taste after eating pine nuts, let me know in the comments. You're not alone.